Hello and welcome to Conservanerd, guys. Jonathan here. I just want to make a quick video about Children of the Lie, like Children of the Lie. I heard that what was it, Jesse Lee Peterson? I heard him using that term, and I was like, started thinking about it, and I actually looked up the Bible verse, which I wrote it on a little sticky note, so I had to kind of paraphrase because I didn't have a lot of space to get it all. But that actually comes from this Bible verse. You belong to your father, the devil, and you want to carry out your father's desires. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding the truth. Lies are his native language, and he is the father of lies, and you are his children. And so the children of lies, and he was actually talking to the people who were planning on murdering him. But the fact is, this really rings to this entire culture, supporting this whole pedophile cult that we had in Hollywood. We've got the people in the Washington and the church, and we have these these children of lies. Look at Jussie Smollett. Look at all these major things that we have. The news has been trying to sell us a lie as a culture, and it's because we have these liars as our leaders, and these liars in these people in places of high power, in these positions of power, and we tend to respect these people. And we have more than enough ample evidence. If you go back and you look at NXIVM, you look at, the Epstein connections, you look at the Mossad connections, you look at what's going on in this world today, that we are indeed being, led by a satanic pedophile cult that is in charge, that is lying and has produced lies. And so we've seen, everything that happened in 2016. And I'm going to get into my own story here in a second to kind of where this happened, but everything that went down in 2016, and it started with Russia collusion, which was a hoax. Literally talked about it for 3 years. The impeachment trial, hoax. It's been like a Wile E. Coyote cartoon with Trump. He does something, they try to get back, and they end up crashing into the wall, into the tunnel that they created. And it keeps going on, that none of this stuff is sticking. They're throwing all of this sloth, all of this stuff, and it's not sticking. And so they're getting desperate, and they're manipulating, and they're doing things to change the rules of the game, and it's because they are children of lies. Now, I have to go through my own personal story that I went through with my red pilling and waking up and kind of seeing, and why I don't even make that many videos. Everyone tells me I need to make videos because I have ideas and I have thoughts, and they don't have any, I think. And especially my daughter gets tired of hearing my rants. Dude, my daughter knows so much about politics. She's 15 years old. This girl knows more about politics than most college kids. And definitely more than most adults, especially if you watch CNN. But in my personal experience, I went through and was basically a series of I can't even really get down to all of it. I just used to be a person who I'm not today. And I was that person because I was trying to make everyone happy. And what I realized is that people would tell me, hate to use the example, but, my wife, would say what she wanted in a man, but that's not what she wanted in a man. I wanted someone who was respectful and to do this and to do that. But in actuality, she wanted someone who would, considering the choices made, tell her to shut up and go clean the kitchen, those were the choices that she ended up keeping. And, society was telling us as men, to be less, this toxic masculinity, which, it's not even the masculinity that's toxic. It's the boyhood that's toxic. And we just felt pushed. I felt pushed from an early age to be a weak person, to submit, through my church. And I don't even want to say through my church as much as my parents' interpretation, because my church was pretty based sometimes. And sometimes it wasn't. But but for the most part, it was pretty based. But I think the way that my parents interpreted religion was about meekness and about being weak and letting people, walk all over you, and like allowing, if the government thinks something's illegal, like specifically marijuana is illegal, therefore treat your own children like shit because they smoke marijuana, without realizing that it's even in the Bible. The very first chapter is all seed-bearing plants and herbs are there to use. Like people don't that there's this interpretation, and through school I was always rewarded for being polite, being kind, and I am a polite and kind person, and I do use my social class, but like for a long time I was a pushover, and I let people push me over and push me around, and it led to misery, and it led to me being surrounding myself with narcissists and bringing all these narcissists into my personal circle, where all of a sudden, and here's the thing, when one person is emotionally abusing you, like other emotionally abusive people will like play the game with them and will start emotionally abusing you, and they start the gaslighting and they start doing stuff, and it seems like narcissists go in groups, dude. Like this narcissist hangs out with that narcissist, and when they get a willing victim, they kind of play the game with each other, but the whole time all they're doing is running games. They're just running games. They're running lies, weaving spiders, spinning webs of lies, deceit, and I just felt like that people like I got this lady robbed me and then tried to Me Too me. And I'm like, and they're like, hey, like what? And I'm like, dude, where's my shit? And it's like, oh, you made me sexually like that. No, like this didn't happen. Like what you're saying didn't happen. I had an argument with another person and you robbed me. And then in hindsight, you come back and start to just make shit up. And it was like, but what happened was people believed the lie because, everyone, the culture is trying to say, oh, don't, men are evil. So, I got the wrong skin color. I was born white. Unfortunately, I got the wrong genitals. I was born male. So therefore I have to be wrong. And I literally, nothing of any of these extent happened. I mean, like nothing happened. But the lie was to cover the crime. And when I was, in a group of narcissists, in a close relationship with someone, and things did, and I'll probably do videos on this, became a little culty and became where everyone was following, but the people who were feeding the sheep were the liars. And then I can't fucking keep my mouth shut. I'm calling people out. I'm always, and so a lot of stories got made and spread about me. I had people on the internet threatening to kill me. I've had people threaten to bomb my home, murder my family, kill my child, fucking just the most horrible things you could ever imagine someone saying to someone. I had people saying to me because I was exposing the lies. They get more angry, and this is the same thing that the media is doing. Like everything that's happening in my personal life, and I left like personal life for a while. That's you can probably see these videos. Like I don't go out much anymore. I don't talk to people because of what I experienced. But I'm watching everything that I went through on my personal life. They're doing it to Donald Trump, dude. They're gaslighting him. They're saying he did shit he didn't do. They're twisting his words. These are all the things that this specific group of narcissists were doing to me. And, I've realized this with all narcissists, that, I had one specific narcissist who's been in my life for a long time. He was one of my best friends. I thought he was my best friend, and we were very close. And, but he would always lie, and he would manipulate, and he would fuck you over. And I'd be like, fuck you, dude. And I'd fucking leave. 3 years later, big smile, like, brother, come back. And I come back, and it just kept, and then he'd freak out. He'd get too drunk or high or do something stupid. One time just not making wise decisions. And I kept having to excommunicate, like you go over here, I need to go over here because I can't have this energy in my life. I can't have this drugged out fucked up energy in my life, but he did a lot of things to hurt me, like, I don't know, sleeping with my wife, for instance. They're almost killing us one time while we were driving. He was driving in the car going 100 down the toll road, just swerving, and we're going to kill y'all. And it was me and my wife, who he was fucking at the time, and he like just really fucked up shit. And yet this guy's going around telling people I'm a liar, when I finally just realized, like, dude, we have to part ways. And he's telling everyone, you know, all this stuff. And it's like, dude, all I did was walk away. That's all I did. I walked away from an unstable person having an unstable life, and responding to stimuli in very immature and irrational ways. And that's something that I don't want in my life. And that's something I don't want to be around. And I made the best choice for me. But because whenever you upset a narcissist, you become, oh man, you just become the worst person on earth. And I'm really, really, really good at pissing off narcissists. Like, really fucking good at it, because I have no filter and I only speak the truth. I believe none of what I see. I believe only I believe half of what I see, none of what I hear, and I only come to accept things when I can truly like wrap my brain around it. There's a lot of stuff I have no opinion on. I have no opinion on whatsoever. So to get back, the children of the lie. So, you know, the children of the lie, like the narrative itself that's the plan. Like, it has to fit within the narrative. If it doesn't fit within the narrative, you have the thought police, the thought plantation police, and they come in and they start, you know, oh, you can't say that, or take that back, or take that down immediately. Why would you post that? I'm talking about social media. These people get in and they're, you know, trying to control what you say. They're fucking fascist. They're doing what Nazis doing. They're doing what the brown coat's doing. Same like Antifa. It's just another form of fascism, because if your ideas and your thoughts are not within their realm of control, they will silence you, and they will do whatever they can to stop you, because they are children of the lie. And someone who speaks the truth is not a good person, is not a popular person, and is not a person that we should necessarily be allowing to have freedom of speech. I'm blocked right now on Facebook, and they gave me no reason. And the only thing I can realize is that I'm starting to red pill people. That people, like, I've noticed people in my personal life, my ex-wife, for instance, starting to understand. She thought I was crazy 3 years ago. She's like, man, those hippies really got you, because you lost your goddamn mind. You've been posting all this crazy shit. Like, what are you fucking talking about? Pedophiles in Hollywood. What are you talking about? And now it's like, oh, dude, Kevin Spacey? Like what? Like fucking NXIVM? Like the girl from fucking Smallville? What? Fucking Harvey Weinstein? What? Like fucking, you know, and just last night, they fucking tried to Me Too Bernie at the fucking debates. They tried to Kavanaugh him. They just she said that, you said this. So here's the point. What if he did say it? Who cares? He was talking about what the people that he thought, you know, like if she said what he did, but the point is, it doesn't even fucking matter. They're trying to say he didn't believe a woman, therefore he's bad. But I don't have no evidence if Bernie's right, if Elizabeth Warren, I don't know who's right, and neither does anyone else. So everyone crucifying Bernie and talking trash about Bernie, they have no proof of truth. There is no truth to it, because it's being pushed by the children of the lie. They are lying to you, and it's just been this big push. Like, I am so grateful that I unplugged when I unplugged from the system back in 2010, 2009. I just unplugged for like 5 years and I ended up at Occupy and was going to concerts, but I unplugged and I come back and everything's weird and everyone's crazy and everyone thinks I'm weird, because I'm believing what I, you know, they're believing what they're told, and I'm believing what I see and what I figure out using my brain. I'm the crazy one everyone wants to silence. And like a long time, people were just like, dude, you're fucking nuts. You're not making any sense. And now they're starting to see it, and they're coming, hey, dude, you were right. Oh, yeah. You know, and it's like, dude, like, I've lived in a cave because it's scary. Y'all call everyone white supremacists and Nazis for no fucking reason, with no evidence, just because they didn't agree with pedophile Democrats and the fucking establishment and weren't on the narrative. So, and here's the big thing. So, the media is selling lies. All of society is selling lies, and they are attacking the truth sayers, and they're doing anything to, like Alex Jones, anything that they can do to silence you, anything to do to, shadow ban you. And, and a lot of people are saying, because, they say things that are offensive or saying things that hurt your feelings. And I'll tell you right now, in history, there is nothing more important at this moment in history than hurting someone's feelings, because the reason is the truth hurts. The truth doesn't feel good. The truth isn't nice. The truth doesn't lie. The truth doesn't tell you comforting lies. You have to say things that people don't agree with. People have to have the right to express different points of view and different thoughts, and to hurt feelings, because the truth hurts. And we are so caught up in lies, and they have to get mad at every single person who tells the truth. But the fact is, the more people who speak their truth, they can't silence everyone. Yeah, they're going to take out Roger Stone. They're going to take out Alex Jones. They're going to attack people. But if more people stand up and speak the truth and say, listen, these are the children of the lie. You're Jussie Smollett's. You're fucking, you're fucking like the people who attacked Nick Sandmann, the people who were calling the murder of Jews by the Black Hebrew Israelites white supremacy. Like, these people are lying, and they're just getting you ready for this whole lie that is going to set off in Virginia, that people who support Second Amendment are actually white supremacists, and these damn hillbilly white supremacists are taking over, using Second Amendment as a right. No, these people are just literally Second Amendment people, of all races and backgrounds and religions. I hear Antifa is going to march side by side with the Second Amendment supporters, not in opposed to them, but with them, against the government taking away the right to bear arms. Like, that's how, like you have Antifa marching with you. Not to say that they're good judges of character, because they ain't, but they try to say everyone who's against Antifa is a white supremacist, and here Antifa's like, well, we need to march with these guys, or we're going to lose our rights to defend ourselves. So even Antifa can see through the narrative and the lie and the children of the lie. So when you hear me using this term, children of the lie, like, you understand where this is coming from. These people are liars. People in my personal life who lie, they all hate Trump. They all fucking, and they all call everyone white supremacists and racist. Like, literally the worst people in society are the ones who are pretending to be like the moral, and they're just not, dude. There's no substance there. There's nothing to hold them together. It's just bullshit. So don't believe what you see. Don't believe what you're told. Believe what you can figure out, and what in your heart is true. Let your heart and your gut be your guide, and stop listening to these fucking pedophile fucks in this satanic fucking cult that rule the fucking world, and who are trying to change history and rewrite history and create more wars and just destroy the Middle East for no reason. Like, they did that. They're blaming us for their actions. They are blaming us, the American people, for what they did to Iraq and Afghanistan, saying we didn't want that. Like, I was protesting that war, and what's funny is, who wasn't? Everyone who's calling me who's called me names, a Nazi, a white supremacist. Like, y'all, I was at Occupy. I was at Black Lives Matter. I was protesting Iraq. I was protesting Afghanistan. I spoke out against Bush. I spoke out against Obama. I spoke out against Clinton. And none of y'all have. All of a sudden, everyone just pretends to be political all of a sudden, that they know everything and they have an opinion because they've been told by their favorite talking heads what opinion is the right one and what narrative is the best. So what the fuck? Just fuck it. Just fuck it. All I know is I know what my truth is, and I know what's going on. I don't have to sit here. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm the only one who knows the truth. I have some monopoly. I don't. But I do know who doesn't have it. And it's people who consistently have proven to me that they are either lie or twist, or they're going to backstab. They are all narcissists. They all share the same characteristics. They all seem to vote fucking Democrat. They all seem to hate fucking Trump, and they all seem to hate their fucking neighbor, but they all also pretend like they're the best people. They are the children of the lie. They are Satan's children. They want to carry out your father's desires, and your father was a murderer. You want to kill people in the Middle East. You want a civil war in America. You want control. You are not holding the truth. Lies are his native language. All they do is speak lies. CNN, these politicians. Now, I'm not saying Trump is like perfect, like anything. Like he exaggerates all the goddamn time, but like that's what businessmen do when they're trying to get you to sell you a deal. Like you could say maybe he's manipulative and stuff, but it's like I'm a sales guy and I have to manipulate to do my job. You know what I'm saying? And he's the fucking president, and he better damn well be manipulating these people to do what's best for us in our interest, rather than just bowing down to other fucking liars in other fucking countries, dude. Like, fuck those liars. Fuck the liars and their politicians. Like, I'm tired of embracing lies or giving them validity. Like these ideas have no validity to me anymore. So now I'm taking back my truth, and I'm taking back my power, and I'm just letting go the opinion of all of the fucking liars. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter who, like it doesn't, as long as I speak the truth, the best that I know it. Will I fuck up? Yes. Will I make mistakes? Yes. But I will promise to always speak the truth to the best of my understanding of it, because I don't think that the truth can be nailed down. I think the truth is kind of ever changing, and I don't think I don't see the world in black and white. I'm not that person. I don't see the world in black and white. I don't think that the truth is like that, but I will always do the truth the best that I understand it. So anyway, guys, this is getting a little long. I'm going to cut it short. I'll make some more videos. I'm banned from Facebook, so I get shit to do. So y'all have a good fucking night. I'll talk to you later.